Good everyone. This is the RagingYoshi. Episode of Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories. I just found my pausing there. It was the video like freaking out, and I'm just kind of like, what the hell is going on? But that being said, we have a cutscene.
Take the hint. I told you to go home.
Not until I rescue you and Namine.
I don't remember ever asking you to rescue me.
Did you forget? Kairi's there, waiting for us both to come home.
You're the one who forgot. I told you at Kingdom Hearts when we closed the door. Take care of Kairi. Give it up. I'm not going back to the islands. For anything.
It's not just for Kairi. What about the rest?
You can have those losers. Already forgot them.
That's enough.
What about you, Sora? Do you actually remember what they all look like?
Of course I remember.
Don't feel bad. That's what this castle does to you, after a while. It's good. You forget all the useless stuff and remember for the first time what really matters. I remembered it, Sora. I now know the one thing that is most important to me. Protecting Namine. Nothing else matters. Not a thing.
Hey, Riku. I think I'll jog your memory.
Go ahead and try.
My god, Riku is just so sinister. Like, I can hear the change in the voice acting that gives Riku just as much more sinister feel. I have to say, that is good voice acting, where just a change in your tone is all you really need to do to convey a certain feeling. But, so this is our second Riku fight. And, yes, it's probably going to go about the same way as the previous one. I will say that, I've said this once, I'll say it again, these fights can get out of hand really quickly if you're not careful. Which at this point, I'm in a pretty safe spot-ish. I think what happened there was I recognized a mistake in my deck and just went out of my way to quickly fix it so I can still get my Sonic Blades off. Yes, the Sonic Blade just spam. It's kind of ridiculous, but it gets the job done. Oh, I messed up. Ooh, that's weird. That's how you die. I do know there are several points in this playthrough where I forget to switch to this deck, but for the most part, I just edit out all the massive mistakes I made. So you guys are just gonna get kind of this streamlined version of this.
Too bad, Sora. You can fight me all you want, but I still won't remember a thing.
Come on, Riku. Let's quit fighting. Let's go help Namine.
Together, right. So like you. Sora, you're always trying to worm your way into my heart.
Hold on. When did I ever do that?
Huh. You forgot that too? You never cared. It never mattered to you!
You won't push me away.
We learned Magnet Spiral. Too bad I don't use gravity cards. Oh, it sounds like an interesting ability. Like, it'd be really useful. But, I don't know. A lot of magic cards, I feel they're pretty and they're cool, but they're not as useful as the game would like you to believe. But yes, Riku, it seems... I don't know. Riku very much has just a lot of... I don't know the right word. I'll try to think of it during this cutscene.
Does it hurt, Namine? Watching your two childhood friends fight, all because of you. You have my sympathies from the heart. But don't waste your time. We nobodies can never hope to be somebodies.
I don't get it. Riku and I, we both want the same thing. Both of us want to help Namine out. How come we're fighting each other? I mean, Riku and I have argued about stuff in the past, but...
Could be because you care what happens to each other.
I really thought so too. But... maybe Riku doesn't.
You can't give up your friends. Come together. Sora, Riku, and... what was her name?
It seems our memories are fading mighty fast. Sora, we gotta hurry. I bet Riku will come around if you just talk to him.
You're right. We three were never apart. Me and Riku and Namine.
I feel like the word I was looking for was animosity. If that's the correct word, if that's not the word I'm looking for, please comment the correct word. But Riku has a lot of animosity towards... Riku has a lot of animosity towards Sora. There we go. Finally saying stuff correctly. But, yes, as you see, Sora, Donald, and Goofy are forgetting the name of the lovely Kairi. Even though Sora said it very shortly. Very recent. There we go. I'm choosing really bad words when I'm talking, and it just keeps messing up my thoughts and statements. But we have ourselves another world. We are now going to Neverland, which this is going to be the quote-unquote last world of our setup of cards, because after this we have 100 Acre Woods. And so, just like in Kingdom Hearts 1, Neverland will be taking place on the ship of the Captain Hook. Which, at this point is where I'm starting to get to the point where I'm not fighting enemies quite as much as I was previously. My reasoning for not fighting enemies quite as much is just we're kind of at the point where it gets very long and tedious. And as well as it gets very frustrating, we just fight every single enemy we encounter. But so as you see, Sora, Donald, and Goofy have encountered the Tinkerbell, and she's going to assist them as they go through Neverland. And we've also learned Glide, So by pressing circle in the air, we're able to glide around. I cannot remember if this is a Kingdom Heart, if this is a Neverland exclusive ability. If we keep this, I want to say we keep it for the rest of the world, but I don't think I use it too much. I want to say we do keep glide actually, but yes, we are now in Neverland, and Neverland, if I remember correctly, has a pretty decent sized map, and so it can be really, really annoying to navigate. But luckily, in this world, we only have 2 new Heartless that we're going to be dealing with. So I'm going to wait till we actually get into a battle to show those off. It feels like I'm... that's annoying. That's really annoying. It flew into us while on the friggin' thing. Oh, I still have the Keyblade deck on. That's not very good. Well, luckily with Keyblade deck we'll be able to deal with anything in this world. Although my normal grinding deck, there's nothing in this world that resists either of the magics I use. But so here's one. I'm getting so tongue-tied right now. Here's the first of the 2 new Heartless of this world. These are air pirates, flying enemies. They hit pretty hard. These things, they're not too terribly terrifying. If they get hits on you, they're not really going to do too much to you. Now, the bigger issue are the regular pirates. These things, if they hit you, you might want to be scared because those things do a lot of damage. They will chunk you pretty hard. And yeah, battles with those go from 0 to Jesus really quick. Yeah. I think I just got fed up with the fight and I'm just like, since there's mostly ground enemies left, let's try to get a couple Sonic Blades off and see what happens. Sonic Blade does still cut through single target enemies pretty well. Oh, we got a level up. That's always nice. But yeah, taking mostly HP. Yeah, no, I figured I just completely forgot to switch decks. I'm smart like that. I just completely forget to do things sometimes. What am I doing? Oh, I know what I'm doing. So, here, I decided to make a second deck. I mean a third deck. What the purpose of this deck is, this deck is an alternate boss deck. So, essentially for just about the rest of the game, with the exception of a singular fight, this deck is better for fighting most of the bosses we're going to encounter. And I mean it when I say that. This deck is just going to be generally better. The only real exceptions I can give to that are fighting Axel, which Axel's still alive, so of course we're going to fight him again. And yeah, fighting Axel's the main one where this deck is completely not useful. Ideally, we would want to have a lot more fires, probably somewhere upwards of 24, if I just had to give a number immediately off the top of my head. I haven't taken a look at the map yet, which is strange. I think I have a ton of Moogle points right now, so I decided to go and make a Moogle run. Ooh, what's this door? Is this where we need to go? If this is, that's really convenient. Yep. I'm just running around. We have 500 Moogle points. That's a nice number. The only problem with us buying magic cards now to try and fill out our 2 magic decks that we have is that we have encountered so many different forms of magic that it's basically diluted what we can get that we actually want. Did we get anything good out of this pack? Oh wow, that pack's really good actually. We got a 0 and a 9 out of it. So here's the thing I started doing. Basically, every Keyblade card that's not currently in one of my decks that isn't a 9. Oh wow, do we actually end up getting 2 of those in Atlantica? I didn't even realize. More or less, every Keyblade card we have that isn't a 5 or higher, I'm basically getting rid of. See, right there, we only got 1 blizzard, which kind of sucked. We got 1 blizzard there. At least it was a 9 blizzard, though. That made that a lot better than it really seemed. So here, I'm selling every magic card that isn't fire, blizzard, thunder, or cure. And I think even going to get rid of a lot of the cures. Yeah, no, I'm just getting rid of shit because I don't need all this stuff. And if I have copies of cards in decks, then they can't be sold, which is very, very, very useful. I'm also getting rid of all these premium Keyblade cards because I'm not really going to use them for anything. Let's see if we get any more good magic cards. We got 2 fires, which is better than what we've been seeing. Fire. And 2 thunders. The thunders aren't perfect, but they're okay for our purposes. There we go. Okay, that's to the key of truth. And if you got a good look at that map, you could see it was definitely going very far.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of exploration and getting around we need to do right now. Which, unfortunately, is going to be very frustrating. Bigger areas just tend to be more frustrating to navigate through. So what do you get from this chest, actually? We learned teleport. I don't think I've ever used or seen anyone use that slate before. It feels like one of the most useless slates, but I digress. That's not my call to make. Are we doing more edits to our decks? Are we taking all the fires out? Are we just putting... Oh, okay. So, here I decided to try something. Since we have so many thunders. And I think thunder is actually just as good when it comes to grinding enemies as fire is. Okay, we only put a few thunder in, but we're going to put a bunch of fires in just to fill the deck up. This might have ended up being one of the reasons why I ended up making a extra... No, what am I saying? I'm losing my mind very slowly. Like, it's going to take me about another episode of doing this, and then I'm just going to be completely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, no, we're pretty lost right now. This is one of the 2 biggest maps. And I don't know if this map is specific to Neverland or this floor. I actually couldn't tell you that. I actually don't know that. If these... We'll look this up right now. Because this is actually something that I think is very, very useful information. But yes, we are slowly but surely our way through the world.
Yeah.
Huh. This is even more useless than I thought it was going to be. It's pretty annoying, actually. I was hoping this would be more useful. Oh well. Not really much I can do about that. But where has Tinkerbell led us to? I think you might have ruffled her feathers, Donald. And here with my favorite Disney character appearing, Peter Pan. You can probably tell by the tone of my voice and the sarcasm that I'm not a fan of Peter Pan in the slightest. I honestly very much dislike Peter Pan as a character. I think he is one of, if not the worst characters in the Kingdom Hearts universe. And if you, well, excuse me, in the Disney universe. And if you care to disagree with me on that, that's perfectly fine. I just don't like Peter Pan. I think there are many, many better characters, and I think that he is, I don't say a bit selfish brat, but in his defense, Peter Pan is supposed to be a child who never grew up. So, honestly, that would kind of make sense if he was a child that never grew up. But I digress. It's not that important. But yes, Peter Pan's very much kind of a self-righteous, looking for nice words to say, having trouble. I'm actually having trouble. I'm actually trying to find something nice to say about Peter Pan and not having success at all. Which is a little bad. Only a little. Yeah, I'll be honest. Peter Pan kind of just a pretty shitty character in my opinion. And like, this is purely based off like the little bits that I've seen of the character. He seems too much of a spoiled brat of a kid. And that's something I do hate seeing in kids. I hate seeing kids who are quote-unquote spoiled brats. But doesn't seem to be important at the time. Because Peter Pan's claiming that apparently we need him, but let's be real. We don't. Look at Donald. Donald, like, don't you have any manners? Donald, I'm with you. Fuck Peter Pan. But with that, we get the key to guidance. I'll be honest, I didn't even see me get to the right room. I thought I was still wandering aimlessly around. Oh my god. That thing was just coming after me. Leave me alone. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to avoid fights now. That's good. That makes me glad that I'm avoiding fights. Because, you know, there's no reason to really be dealing with these fights. Fucking... Wow, that missed. So, Thundaga, first time using it, as you can see, does quite a bit of damage and has a nice AoE to it. Not the best ability, but you know what? I'm okay with it. Although I'm pretty sure Blizzard is still by far the best wave clearing tool that we have. And nice, we actually cleared that fight out pretty quickly. Although I think if I just kept fires in, it might have been a little faster, but who cares? God, I'm sitting here smacking stuff and I'm just waiting for these enemies to try to sneak up on me. Alright, do I know where I'm going? I didn't think so. Okay, that top right room was a key to guidance. I didn't realize that. I thought that was where I was supposed to be going. So, okay. So, we're getting to the end of this video. So, what I'll say is next time, we will continue from... Well, no, we still have about a minute. But, so, next time, we're probably going to end up at the key to guidance room. I do realize that my commentary probably has slowed down a decent amount at this point, but let me be real. We've been going through a lot of repetitiveness in this playthrough. Like, to say that this hasn't been a repetitive game, you'd probably be lying. But I digress. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, do me a favor. Leave me a comment. Good job, Sora. As I was saying, leave me a comment, leave me a like, and please subscribe.